Imagine this, you are holding a small handful of old dusty coins in your palm. The metal looks worn from decades of history. The sunlight reflects softly across the faded silver and copper surfaces. At first glance, they seem ordinary, coins that people ignored for years. But suddenly, you discover something unbelievable. One tiny Roosevelt dime could be worth thousands of dollars because of a rare mint error. A Lincoln wheat penny hidden in an old jar might sell for life-changing money. A Canadian 1 cent with a rare date could shock collectors at auction. Even a worn Monticello Jefferson nickel could hold incredible value because of its rarity and historical importance. These coins are more than money. They are hidden treasures from history. In today's video, we reveal the secrets behind these powerful rare coins, their unique features, incredible stories, and why collectors around the world are willing to pay massive prices to own them. Before you spend another old coin, make sure you watch this video carefully, because retirement-level treasure might already be in your pocket. Let's get started. First up, the 1970 Roosevelt dime was struck at the famous Denver Mint in the United States during a period when America was experiencing economic change, technological growth, and rising interest in coin collecting. The D mint mark located near the date represents Denver, one of the most important coin-producing facilities in American history. Millions of these dimes entered circulation, making them common in everyday commerce. However, collectors understand that rarity is not always about low mintage. Sometimes condition, striking quality, and minting mistakes create extraordinary value. Even though the 1970 dime was widely produced, a few exceptional examples stand out as highly collectible treasures. The Roosevelt dime series itself has an emotional historical background. The coin honors President Franklin D. Roosevelt, one of the most influential leaders in American history. After Roosevelt's death in 1945, the dime was redesigned in his honor because of his connection to the March of Dimes campaign, which fought polio across America. By 1970, the Roosevelt dime had already become a powerful symbol of American resilience and national pride. Every 1970 dime carries this historical legacy, connecting modern collectors with an important chapter of United States history. One important fact that excites collectors is the composition of the 1970 Roosevelt dime. Unlike older silver Roosevelt dimes minted before 1965, the 1970 version was produced using a copper-nickel-clad composition. Because of this, many people mistakenly believe all old dimes contain silver. While the standard 1970 dime does not contain silver, rare mint errors involving silver planchets are rumored among collectors and can command enormous prices if authenticated. These unusual error coins are among the most desired modern rarities in American numismatics. Condition plays a massive role in determining the value of a 1970 Roosevelt dime. A coin found in everyday circulation with scratches and where may only be worth face value or slightly more. However, coins graded in mint state condition by professional grading companies can sell for impressive prices. Sharp details on Roosevelt's hair, clean torch lines on the reverse, and strong luster dramatically increase collector demand. Some pristine examples graded M-67 or higher have reached hundreds or even thousands of dollars in major auctions. Because such high-quality coins are extremely difficult to find, collectors especially search for full torch examples of the 1970 Roosevelt dime. The torch on the reverse side of the coin contains horizontal and vertical bands, and when these details appear completely sharp and fully separated, the coin earns the full torch designation. This special feature indicates an exceptionally strong strike from the mint. Coins with full torch details are much rarer than ordinary circulation strikes and often command premium market prices. A beautifully preserved 1970 full torch dime can become the centerpiece of a serious coin collection. Rare mint errors make the 1970 Roosevelt dime even more exciting. Error collectors look for doubled dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, and missing clad layers. These mistakes happened during the minting process and transformed ordinary dimes into unusual collector items. Some dramatic mint errors have sold for hundreds or thousands of dollars depending on rarity and visual appeal. Coin experts carefully inspect every detail under magnification, because even a tiny minting anomaly can greatly increase value in today's collector market. The coin market surrounding Roosevelt dimes has grown steadily over the years as interest in rare American coins continues expanding worldwide. Auction houses and online marketplaces regularly feature high-grade Roosevelt dimes, especially coins with rare varieties or extraordinary eye appeal. Some collectors spend years searching bank rolls and old family collections hoping to discover a hidden gem. The possibility of finding a valuable 1970 dime in ordinary pocket change keeps the excitement alive for treasure hunters across the globe. The design of the 1970 Roosevelt dime contains several artistic details that collectors admire. The front of the coin features Roosevelt's portrait facing left, while the reverse displays a torch between an olive branch and an oak branch. These symbols represent liberty, peace, and strength. The elegant design created by engraver John R. Sinek has remained one of the most recognizable images in United States coinage history. Even decades after its release, the Roosevelt dime continues attracting new generations of collectors and historians. Many coin experts and collectors discuss the dream of finding rare coins worth life-changing money. While most 1970 Roosevelt dimes are not worth millions, extraordinary error coins or elite condition examples can still achieve remarkable prices. Stories of rare coins discovered in old jars, inherited collections, and forgotten drawers inspire people to examine every coin carefully. The idea that a tiny 10-cent piece could someday finance vacations, investments, or major purchases keeps interest in coin collecting stronger than ever. The United States Mint produced billions of coins during the late 1960s and early 1970s to meet growing commercial demand. Despite the large numbers, surviving high-grade examples remain surprisingly scarce because most coins entered heavy circulation immediately after release. Over decades, scratches, wear, and environmental damage destroyed the original brilliance of countless dimes. This is why collectors pay premium prices for untouched examples with bright surfaces and exceptional detail. Preserving coins carefully can dramatically affect future value. Professional grading services have transformed the modern coin market by helping collectors identify authentic high-quality coins. Companies examine Roosevelt dimes under magnification and assign numerical grades based on preservation and strike quality. Certified coins often sell for significantly more because buyers trust professional authentication. A certified 1970 Roosevelt dime with outstanding eye appeal and full torch details can attract fierce bidding competition at auctions, especially among advanced collectors seeking registry-quality examples today. The 1970 Roosevelt dime remains an exciting collectible piece of American coin history. Whether discovered in an old collection, a dusty coin roll, or everyday change, this small coin carries decades of historical importance and collector fascination. Most examples may only be worth a modest amount, but rare errors, superior grades, and exceptional strike quality can transform ordinary dimes into highly valuable treasures. For collectors and treasure hunters alike, the search for rare Roosevelt dimes continues, proving that hidden value can still be found in the smallest pieces of American currency. Next up, the legendary Lincoln wheat cent is one of the most fascinating coins in American history, and collectors across the world continue searching for rare versions hidden in old jars, dusty boxes, and forgotten family collections. Imagine holding a worn 1942 penny in your hand, its copper surface darkened by decades of circulation, yet possibly worth far more than 1 cent. Produced during the dramatic years of World War II at the famous United States Mint facility in Denver, this coin carries both historical importance and collector excitement. While most 1942 pennies are common, certain rare varieties, minting errors, and high-grade examples have sold for thousands of dollars in auctions. Some collectors even dream of discovering an ultra-rare error coin valued in the tens of thousands, turning an ordinary dusty penny into a life-changing treasure. The history behind the 1942 Lincoln wheat penny makes it especially appealing to coin enthusiasts and history lovers alike. In 1942, the United States was deeply involved in World War II, and demand for metals was rising rapidly for military equipment and wartime production. The Lincoln wheat cent, originally designed by Victor David Brenner, still featured the iconic wheat ears reverse design that had been used since 1909. Coins minted in Denver carry the small D mint mark beneath the date, making them instantly recognizable. Because wartime coin production was under pressure, small die cracks, doubled letters, and striking abnormalities occasionally appeared, creating the rare error varieties collectors seek today. Many people search bank rolls and estate collections hoping to uncover one of these hidden rarities. One of the most important features of the 1942 Lincoln wheat penny is its classic composition of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. Unlike the famous 1943 steel cent that followed 1 year later, the 1942 still used traditional bronze metal, giving it the rich reddish-brown appearance collectors admire. In dusty circulated condition, many examples appear dark brown with visible wear across Abraham Lincoln's portrait. However, If traces of original red mint luster remain, the coin's value can increase dramatically. Professional grading companies carefully examine the coin's surfaces, strike quality, and color designation because a high-grade, red example can command impressive prices at auction markets throughout America. Collectors pay close attention to minting errors and unique varieties when evaluating the 1942D wheat penny. Some examples feature doubled lettering on the date or inscriptions, while others show repunched mint marks or die cracks caused by aging mint equipment. Error coins are among the most valuable because they were produced accidentally in limited quantities. A dramatic off-center strike or major die error could potentially sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on rarity and condition. Stories regularly appear online about collectors discovering valuable error pennies in pocket change, sparking excitement among treasure hunters who dream of finding a hidden jackpot in an old coin collection. Today's market value for a normal circulated 1942D Lincoln wheat penny is usually modest, often ranging from a few cents to several dollars depending on condition. But uncirculated examples with bright red surfaces can reach hundreds of dollars, especially in certified mint state grades. Rare error versions may exceed thousands of dollars in major coin auctions. Some sensational headlines online claim certain Lincoln wheat pennies are worth millions, though such values usually apply only to the rarest known mint errors or historically unique specimens. Still, the possibility of discovering an overlooked rarity keeps collectors constantly searching through old coin jars, estate sales, flea markets, and inherited collections. The design of the 1942D wheat penny remains one of the most recognizable coin images in American numismatic history. The obverse features President Abraham Lincoln facing right, accompanied by the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." The reverse showcases two elegant wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. This classic design symbolizes America's agricultural strength and national unity during difficult wartime years. Because the wheat cent series ended in 1958, collectors continue to value these coins as historical artifacts representing an earlier era of American coinage. Many coin experts recommend carefully inspecting every 1942D wheat penny using magnification and proper lighting. Small details such as sharp wheat lines, strong lettering, and original mint color can significantly influence the coin's market value. Collectors should also look for unusual features like doubled dies, clipped planchets, or off-center strikes. Professional authentication from respected grading services can help determine authenticity and preserve valuable specimens. Some fake error coins exist in the marketplace, so careful examination is essential before making expensive purchases or sales. Even a dusty old penny tucked away for decades could contain surprising hidden value if it possesses a rare mint characteristic. The popularity of Lincoln wheat pennies has exploded on platforms like YouTube, where treasure hunting videos attract millions of views from viewers fascinated by valuable coins. Many creators showcase dramatic stories about ordinary people discovering rare pennies worth astonishing amounts of money. These videos often feature close-up views of dusty coins found in forgotten boxes, with experts revealing the hidden details that make them valuable. The excitement surrounding rare coins has inspired a new generation of collectors eager to search through circulation coins and family collections. For many people, the possibility of turning a 1-cent coin into a valuable collectible creates a thrilling connection between history and financial opportunity, although some exaggerated internet stories mention State Bank of America. It is important to know that rare coin values are determined primarily by collector demand, rarity, condition, and auction results rather than banks themselves. Auction houses, professional grading companies, and experienced numismatists establish the market prices for collectible coins. Genuine rare Lincoln wheat pennies with exceptional errors or pristine condition can achieve extraordinary prices because wealthy collectors compete to own the finest known examples. Historical importance also adds value, especially for wartime coins like the 1942D cent that represent an important period in American history. In the end, the 1942D Lincoln wheat penny is far more than a simple 1-cent coin. It represents wartime America, classic coin artistry, and the dream of hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. Whether found in a dusty attic box or inherited from an old family collection, this small bronze coin continues fascinating collectors worldwide. While most examples are affordable collectibles, rare high-grade specimens and dramatic error coins can command thousands of dollars in today's market. For audiences and coin enthusiasts alike, the story of the 1942D wheat penny combines history, mystery, and the exciting possibility that an ordinary-looking coin could someday become an extraordinary fortune. Next up, The legendary Canadian 1-cent coin from 1984 is one of those fascinating pieces of pocket change that collectors still search for today. Produced by the Royal Canadian Mint for the nation of Canada, this copper-colored penny carries the famous maple leaf twig design that became an iconic symbol of Canadian currency history. Although millions were minted and most examples are worth only a small amount, collectors know that certain rare versions, minting mistakes, and perfectly preserved uncirculated specimens can command surprisingly high prices in today's coin market. In recent years, excitement surrounding rare pennies has exploded on and online auctions, with stories of ordinary people discovering valuable coins hidden in jars, old drawers, and inherited collections. The 1984 Canadian 1-cent coin especially attracts attention because of its historical period, beautiful design, and the possibility of rare error varieties worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. On the front of the 1984 Canadian penny appears the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machen, showing the monarch wearing a graceful tiara. Around the portrait are the words Elizabeth II DG Regina, a Latin inscription meaning Elizabeth II by the grace of God Queen. Unlike some American coins that feature mint marks such as D or S, most Canadian 1-cent coins from 1984 have no visible mint mark, which is completely normal for the series. The reverse side features two maple leaves attached to a single twig, a design created by George Kruger Gray that became one of the most recognizable images in Canadian coin history. The coin was struck mainly in bronze, giving it a warm reddish-brown appearance that shines beautifully in uncirculated condition. When collectors find one with full original luster, sharp details, and no scratches, the value can rise dramatically compared to worn examples. The history behind the 1984 Canadian penny reflects an important chapter in Canada's economic story. During the early 1980s, inflation and rising metal prices were beginning to challenge the production of low-denomination coins around the world. The 1-cent coin still played an important role in everyday Canadian commerce, and billions circulated through banks, grocery stores, gas stations, and vending machines. Financial institutions connected to the Bank of Canada handled enormous quantities of these coins, as Canadians used cash for nearly every daily purchase. At the time, nobody imagined that decades later collectors and treasure hunters would study these pennies under magnifying glasses looking for rare varieties and minting errors. Today, the coin serves as a reminder of an era before digital payments dominated modern life. One of the biggest reasons the 1984 Canadian cent attracts collector interest is the possibility of rare mint errors. Some coins were accidentally struck off-center, while others may show doubled letters, clipped planchets, die cracks, or unusual surfaces caused during the minting process. These errors are extremely desirable because they are unique pieces of minting history. A normal circulated 1984 penny might only be worth a few cents, but an authenticated dramatic error coin can sometimes sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on rarity and condition. Collectors carefully inspect the date, lettering, maple leaves, and edges, searching for unusual characteristics that separate ordinary coins from valuable discoveries. Videos about these hidden treasures often receive millions of views because viewers dream of finding a fortune inside their own coin collection's. Condition is everything in the world of coin collecting, and the term uncirculated makes a huge difference in value. An uncirculated 1984 Canadian penny means the coin never entered regular commerce and still retains its original mint shine and crisp details. Professional grading companies examine coins under magnification and assign numerical grades such as M-63, M-65, or even M-67. Higher-grade coins become increasingly rare because even tiny marks or fingerprints can lower the grade significantly. A common 1984 penny in circulated condition may only sell for a few cents, but a gem-quality specimen certified at a very high grade could reach impressive auction prices. Some collectors are willing to pay large sums simply to own one of the finest known examples in existence. Many sensational stories online claim that old pennies are worth millions of dollars. And while such headlines capture attention, the reality is more complex. Most 1984 Canadian 1-cent coins are not worth millions. However, exceptionally rare combinations of condition, mint errors, and collector demand can create astonishing values. For example, a one-of-a-kind error coin or a nearly perfect specimen with extraordinary provenance could become highly valuable in elite numismatic auctions. The excitement comes from the possibility that an overlooked coin might turn out to be something extraordinary. That mystery is exactly why coin collecting remains one of the world's most exciting hobbies. Every old coin carries the potential for discovery, history, and hidden value. The discontinuation of the Canadian penny also increased interest in older 1-cent coins. In 2012, Canada officially stopped distributing pennies because production costs exceeded the coin's purchasing power. This decision transformed the humble cent into a nostalgic piece of Canadian heritage. People began saving pennies in jars, albums, and collections instead of spending them. As years passed, collectors started revisiting earlier dates like 1984 to search for pristine examples and unusual varieties. Because the penny is no longer produced, surviving uncirculated coins may become harder to find in the future, especially those preserved carefully for decades without damage for creators. The 1984 Canadian 1-cent coin is the perfect subject for engaging videos about hidden treasure and rare collectibles. Imagine holding a dusty old penny in your hand, while dramatic music plays and viewers wonder whether the coin could be worth thousands of dollars. Creators often zoom in closely on the maple leaves, date, and portrait while explaining valuable errors and auction records. These videos combine history, suspense, and financial curiosity, making them highly popular among audiences interested in rare coins and treasure hunting. Titles such as "This 1984 Canadian Penny Could Make You Rich" or "Rare Canadian Coins Worth Thousands" attract huge attention because they tap into the universal dream of finding unexpected wealth in everyday objects. The artistry of the 1984 Canadian cent also deserves appreciation. Even though it was only a 1-cent coin, the craftsmanship reflects the high standards of the Royal Canadian Mint, one of the world's most respected mints. The detailed maple leaves symbolize Canada's national identity and natural beauty, while the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II connects the coin to the country's constitutional monarchy and historical traditions. Over time, small coins like this become miniature historical documents, preserving the artistic styles, economic conditions, and political identity of their era. Holding one today feels like holding a tiny piece of Canadian history from the 1980s. In the end, the 1984 Canadian 1-cent coin represents much more than spare change. It is a symbol of history, nostalgia, craftsmanship, and the excitement of treasure hunting. While most examples remain affordable collector coins, rare errors and exceptional uncirculated specimens can carry impressive market values that surprise even experienced collectors. Whether discovered in an old piggy bank, inherited collection, or forgotten drawer, the possibility of uncovering a valuable coin keeps the passion of numismatics alive around the world. For collectors, historians, and audiences alike, the 1984 Canadian penny continues to prove that even the smallest coin can tell an unforgettable story and perhaps, in rare cases, lead to an extraordinary payday. Next up, the legendary Lincoln Memorial Cent from 1975, with the famous D mint mark from United States Mint, has become one of the most talked-about coins among collectors in recent years. At first glance, this small copper-colored 1-cent coin may appear ordinary, especially when found in old jars, dusty drawers, or forgotten family collections. Yet many coin hunters believe some rare 1975 D Lincoln cents could hold astonishing value depending on condition, striking quality, minting errors, and historical rarity. The coin features the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the front and the famous Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side, a design that represented American pride for decades. Millions of these coins were produced in Denver, but only a tiny number with unusual characteristics have reached premium collector status. Some error versions and high-grade examples have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, creating excitement for treasure hunters searching through old pocket change. Today, the history behind the 1975 D Lincoln Memorial Cent is deeply connected to the economic and social atmosphere of the United States during the mid-1970s. Inflation, rising metal costs, and growing circulation demands pushed the mint to produce billions of pennies for everyday commerce. Most 1975 D cents were struck from a copper alloy made primarily of copper with a small amount of zinc, giving them their classic reddish appearance. Although common examples are worth only a few cents today, collectors constantly search for exceptional pieces with blazing red surfaces, sharp details, or rare minting mistakes. The fascination grows because hidden among ordinary coins could be an overlooked gem capable of bringing life-changing money at auction. Stories of collectors discovering valuable pennies in loose change continue to inspire millions of viewers across social media and YouTube coin channels. One of the most important factors affecting the value of a 1975 D Lincoln cent is condition. Coins described as old condition usually show wear, scratches, fading color, and reduced detail from years of circulation. In worn condition, most examples are worth only a small premium above face value, generally between a few cents and perhaps $1 depending on appearance. However, if the coin displays strong details, minimal wear, and attractive surfaces, collectors may pay significantly more. Uncirculated examples with bright red coloration are especially desirable because copper coins tend to darken over time. Some certified mint state specimens graded by professional grading companies have sold for impressive amounts. The difference between a heavily circulated penny and a pristine collector-grade specimen can mean the difference between 1 cent and hundreds of dollars. The real excitement begins when discussing rare mint errors and unusual varieties connected to the 1975 cent. Error coins have become one of the hottest areas in modern coin collecting because mistakes made during the minting process can transform ordinary coins into valuable treasures. Collectors look for doubled dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, repunched mint marks, and dramatic misalignments. A dramatic mint error on a 1975 penny could potentially command hundreds or thousands of dollars depending on rarity and demand. Some enthusiasts even dream of discovering a unique specimen unknown to the collecting community. These stories fuel the belief that hidden riches may still exist in everyday circulation, waiting to be discovered by someone carefully examining old coins with a magnifying glass. Another reason the 1975 Lincoln Memorial cent captures attention is the enduring popularity of the Abraham Lincoln cent series itself. Since 1909, Lincoln pennies have become symbols of American history, patriotism, and everyday life. Generations of Americans carried these coins in their pockets, used them in vending machines, and stored them in piggy banks. The Lincoln Memorial reverse design, introduced in 1959, honored one of America's most respected presidents and remained in circulation for decades. Because of this emotional and historical connection, collectors continue building complete sets of Lincoln cents from every year and mint mark combination. Even common dates like 1975 remain important because they help complete albums and preserve the story of American coinage. Some sensational online claims suggest that certain rare pennies could be worth millions of dollars. But viewers should understand the difference between realistic market prices and exaggerated headlines designed to attract attention. While extremely rare coins in American history have indeed sold for massive amounts, most 1975 pennies do not reach those levels. A standard circulated example is usually inexpensive, while genuinely rare error coins or superb uncirculated examples may achieve strong auction prices. Professional authentication is critical because many altered or damaged coins are mistakenly believed to be valuable rarities. Experts recommend examining coins carefully under magnification and consulting certified grading services before assuming extraordinary value. Even so, the possibility of finding a rare variety continues to keep the excitement alive among collectors worldwide. The coin's design also adds to its appeal for storytelling and collector discussions. On the obverse side, the profile portrait of Abraham Lincoln was designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner. The reverse showcases the majestic Lincoln Memorial in Washington, with tiny details so intricate that Lincoln's statue can actually be seen between the columns on well-preserved examples. The D mint mark below the date indicates production at the Denver Mint, one of America's most famous coin-producing facilities. For collectors, these artistic and historical details transform a simple penny into a miniature work of American heritage and craftsmanship. Many collectors today search through bank rolls, estate collections, flea markets, and antique shops hoping to uncover hidden treasures like the 1975 cent. Coin roll hunting has exploded in popularity thanks to creators who showcase exciting discoveries and dramatic auction results. A dusty old penny discovered in a forgotten container sometimes sparks dreams of financial freedom and early retirement. While most finds are common, occasional discoveries of rare varieties keep enthusiasts motivated. The thrill comes not only from potential profit, but also from the connection to history, mystery, and the hunt itself. Every coin tells a story, and the 1975 Lincoln cent represents a fascinating chapter in American numismatic culture. Professional grading services play a major role in determining the true market value of rare coins today. Organizations such as Professional Coin Grading Service and Numismatic Guarantee Company authenticate coins, assign grades, and protect them in sealed holders. A certified high-grade 1975 Lincoln cent with exceptional color and strike quality can attract serious collector interest. Auction houses carefully study rarity, eye appeal, and historical significance before setting estimates. For beginners, learning about grading standards is essential because tiny differences in condition can dramatically affect price. A coin graded mint state red may be worth many times more than a similar coin with brown discoloration or circulation, where in the end, The 1975 D. Lincoln Memorial Cent remains a powerful symbol of how ordinary objects can become extraordinary treasures. Whether found in old condition inside a forgotten drawer or preserved in brilliant uncirculated quality, this humble penny continues to inspire collectors, historians, and treasure hunters around the world. Its connection to American history, the legacy of Abraham Lincoln, and the excitement surrounding rare mint errors make it a perfect subject for engaging content. Although most examples are modest in value, the possibility of discovering a rare and valuable variety keeps the dream alive. For many collectors, the real reward is not just the money, but the thrill of uncovering hidden history one coin at a time. Next up, the famous Canadian 5-cent coin from 1986 is one of the most interesting modern coins ever produced by Canada. At first glance, this small coin may look ordinary, but collectors around the world continue searching through old jars, drawers, and inherited collections, hoping to discover a rare and valuable version. The 1986 Canadian nickel features the legendary beaver design, one of the most recognizable symbols in Canadian coin history. In very brilliant condition, especially if the coin has strong luster, clean surfaces, and almost no scratches, its value can rise far above face value. Most regular circulation examples are only worth a few cents to several dollars today. But rare errors and exceptional mint condition specimens have sold for hundreds and even thousands of dollars at auction. Some collectors believe undiscovered error varieties may still exist, creating excitement in the coin market. For viewers, this coin represents the dream that an everyday pocket coin could secretly be worth a fortune. The history behind the 1986 Canadian 5-cent coin connects directly to the long tradition of nickel coinage in Canada. The coin was produced by the famous Royal Canadian Mint, an institution respected worldwide for producing some of the finest coins on Earth. Unlike many countries that change their coin designs frequently, Canada kept the classic beaver reverse design for decades because it represented the nation's wildlife, hard work, and identity. By 1986, millions of 5-cent coins were already circulating across the country, but collectors paid close attention to special details like die varieties, strike quality, and unusual minting errors. Since Canadian circulation coins usually do not carry visible mint marks during that era, identifying valuable examples depends heavily on condition and rare production mistakes. This mystery adds excitement because even common-looking nickels can become collector treasures. One of the biggest reasons collectors search for the 1986 Canadian nickel is the possibility of rare mint errors. Error coins are among the hottest items in modern numismatics because they are accidental and extremely limited. A 1986 nickel with an off-center strike, double die effect, clipped planchet, or wrong metal error can become dramatically more valuable than a normal coin. Some rare error nickels from Canada have sold for hundreds or thousands of dollars depending on rarity and condition. Collectors especially love brilliant, uncirculated examples because shiny surfaces reveal minting details more clearly. If a collector discovers a near-perfect coin with a strong strike and unusual error combination, the market price can skyrocket. Stories about people finding valuable coins in pocket change continue fueling interest across social media and channels focused on rare coins. The design of the 1986 Canadian 5-cent coin remains one of the most iconic in North American coin collecting. The reverse side displays the famous beaver standing proudly on a rock surrounded by water, while the obverse features Queen Elizabeth II. During 1986, the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II used on Canadian coins symbolized stability and continuity across the Commonwealth nations. The elegant portrait combined with the detailed beaver artwork gave the coin a classic appearance admired by collectors worldwide. Coins in very brilliant condition often show exceptional detail in the beaver's fur and the Queen's portrait. Strong luster and sharp design elements make high-grade examples much more desirable to grading companies and auction buyers. Collectors carefully inspect these details using magnifying glasses because tiny imperfections can greatly affect market value today. The current market value of a regular 1986 Canadian 5-cent coin is usually modest, often ranging from a few cents to several dollars depending on condition. However, coins graded at extremely high levels by professional grading services can achieve much higher prices. A brilliant, uncirculated specimen with exceptional preservation may sell for $50, $100, or more. Rare error examples or coins with unique varieties can move into the hundreds or thousands of dollars. While ordinary examples are not worth millions, sensational YouTube stories about million-dollar coins often refer to exceptionally rare minting mistakes, prototype coins, or unique collector discoveries that are almost impossible to find. The excitement comes from the possibility that hidden treasures may still exist among old coin collections and forgotten coin jars. Many coin experts compare the popularity of Canadian nickels to famous American collectible coins, because both markets attract treasure hunters searching for unexpected wealth. The rise of online auctions transformed the coin industry, allowing collectors from around the world to compete for rare Canadian coins. Auction houses regularly feature high-grade Canadian nickels because demand for beautiful preserved coins continues growing every year. The 1986 nickel especially attracts beginner collectors because it is affordable and easy to search for. Thousands of people examine rolls of coins hoping to find a rare variety. This treasure hunting culture has become a huge trend on YouTube, where creators showcase dramatic coin discoveries and explain how small differences can create enormous values. Another fascinating aspect of the 1986 Canadian 5-cent coin is its composition and production quality. During the 1980s, Canadian coinage maintained strong manufacturing standards through the Royal Canadian Mint. Collectors appreciate these coins because many examples were sharply struck with attractive surfaces. Coins kept in brilliant condition for decades are becoming harder to find because circulation, damage, scratches, and environmental exposure reduce quality over time. A coin preserved in original mint state can look almost identical to the day it left the mint. Such preservation dramatically increases collector demand. Some experts believe future generations may pay even more for pristine examples, as surviving populations shrink. The cultural importance of the Canadian beaver design also contributes to the coin's popularity. The beaver has long represented determination, industry, and national pride in Canada. Because of this symbolism, many collectors feel emotionally connected to the coin beyond its monetary value. The 1986 5-cent piece serves as a small historical artifact from a specific period in Canadian history. Every coin tells a story about the economy, society, and artistic traditions of its time. For collectors, owning a brilliant 1986 nickel is like holding a tiny piece of Canadian heritage in the palm of their hand. This emotional and historical value often increases collector interest even when financial value remains moderate for audiences. The 1986 Canadian 5-cent coin creates the perfect combination of mystery, history, and treasure hunting excitement. Viewers love hearing stories about ordinary people discovering valuable coins in old collections or inherited boxes. The idea that a simple nickel could be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars captures attention instantly. Many successful coin videos focus on explaining rare features viewers should look for, including doubled letters, unusual colors, weak strikes, and missing details. Educational videos also encourage viewers to protect coins carefully because cleaning or damaging a coin can destroy its value. This combination of entertainment and education keeps rare coin content extremely popular online. In the end, the 1986 Canadian 5-cent coin stands as a powerful reminder that even the smallest coins can hold surprising value and historical importance. While most examples remain affordable collectibles, rare high-grade specimens and unusual error coins continue attracting serious attention from collectors worldwide. The legendary beaver design, connection to Canadian history, and possibility of hidden rarity make this coin a fascinating subject for any video about valuable coins. Whether discovered inside an old family collection or found while searching through pocket change, the 1986 Canadian nickel continues inspiring collectors with dreams of rare treasures and life-changing discoveries. Next up, the legendary Jefferson nickel from the United States is one of the most fascinating coins for collectors who dream about discovering hidden treasure in everyday pocket change. Minted in 1962, this famous 5-cent piece features the portrait of President Thomas Jefferson on the front and the historic Monticello mansion on the reverse side. Many people overlook this coin because millions were produced, but certain rare varieties and exceptional condition examples have sold for surprisingly high prices in the coin market. A 1962 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark was struck in Philadelphia, and while ordinary circulated examples are usually worth only a few cents to a few dollars, rare high-grade specimens with full details, mirror-like surfaces, or minting errors can attract collectors willing to pay hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Stories about rare coins selling for life-changing money continue to inspire treasure hunters across America. And around the world, the history behind the 1962 Jefferson nickel is deeply connected to America's economic growth during the early 1960s. At that time, the United States economy was expanding rapidly, and coins like the Jefferson nickel played a major role in everyday commerce. The coin was produced by the United States Mint, which created hundreds of millions of nickels that year. Unlike silver coins from the same era, the Jefferson nickel was made from a copper-nickel alloy consisting of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This durable composition allowed the coin to survive decades of circulation while maintaining its iconic appearance. Collectors today appreciate the coin not only for its historical value, but also because it represents a period of optimism and modernization in American history. One of the biggest reasons collectors search for the 1962 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel is the possibility of finding rare error varieties. Error coins are mistakes created during the minting process, and these unusual pieces can become extremely valuable. Some 1962 nickels have been discovered with doubled dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or dramatic die cracks. These mint errors are highly desirable because they are uncommon and visually unique. A collector examining rolls of old nickels might suddenly discover a coin with unusual lettering or a strange strike pattern that could be worth far more than face value. Certain dramatic error nickels from this era have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. Especially when preserved in excellent condition. Condition is everything in the rare coin market. And a 1962 Jefferson nickel in very good condition typically shows moderate wear, while still keeping most important details visible. However, the true excitement begins when collectors encounter uncirculated examples with sharp details and original mint luster. Coins graded MS65, MS66, or higher by professional grading companies can command significant premiums. One especially important feature on Jefferson nickels is known as full steps. This refers to the visible staircase lines on the reverse image of Monticello. If all the steps appear complete and uninterrupted, the coin becomes far more desirable to advanced collectors. Full steps nickels from 1962 are difficult to find in pristine condition, and some have sold for remarkable prices in competitive auctions. Many channels and coin experts discuss stories of ordinary people discovering valuable nickels hidden inside old jars, family collections, or inherited coin albums. These stories create excitement because they show how a small 5-cent coin can potentially become a valuable collectible. Although claims of millions of dollars are often exaggerated for dramatic effect, certain ultra-rare coins in American numismatic history truly have reached astonishing values. While most 1962 Jefferson nickels will never be worth millions, exceptional specimens with rare minting characteristics, perfect preservation, and historical importance can still bring impressive amounts. The dream of uncovering a hidden treasure continues to motivate collectors of all ages. The design of the 1962 Jefferson nickel remains one of the most recognizable in American coinage. The obverse side features a dignified portrait of Thomas Jefferson, designed by artist Felix Schlag. The reverse displays Jefferson's famous home, Monticello, symbolizing classical architecture and American heritage. The word liberty appears proudly beside the date, while In God We Trust reflects the nation's cultural identity during the Cold War era. The coin's clean artistic design helped establish the Jefferson nickel as a long-lasting series beloved by collectors worldwide. Even today, many hobbyists enjoy building complete daytime mint collections of Jefferson nickels, stretching across decades. The market value of a 1962 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel depends heavily on rarity, condition, and collector demand. A circulated coin in average condition may only sell for a small premium over face value, often between 10 cents and a few dollars. However, uncirculated examples with full steps designation can reach hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Rare proof-like examples or extraordinary mint errors may command even higher prices. Professional coin grading services such as Professional Coin Grading Service and Numismatic Guarantee Company help authenticate and evaluate these coins, providing confidence to buyers and sellers in the marketplace. Collectors are often fascinated by the idea that ordinary pocket change might contain overlooked treasures. Searching through rolls of nickels from banks, flea markets, estate sales, or inherited collections has become a popular hobby for treasure hunters. Some enthusiasts carefully inspect every detail under magnification, looking for doubled lettering, die varieties, or rare full steps examples. The thrill of discovering a valuable coin creates excitement similar to a modern treasure hunt. This sense of mystery and possibility is one reason why the 1962 Jefferson nickel continues to attract attention decades after it was first minted. The connection between rare coins and financial history also makes the 1962 Jefferson nickel especially interesting. During the early 1960s, the United States was entering a transformative era marked by economic competition, technological innovation, and cultural change. Coins from this period circulated through countless hands during important moments in American history. Every scratch and mark on an old nickel tells a silent story about the people who once used it in stores, restaurants, and vending machines. For collectors, holding a 1962 nickel is like holding a small surviving artifact from another era of American life in the end. The 1962 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel proves that even a humble 5-cent coin can become a fascinating piece of history and a potential collectible treasure. While most examples are common, rare varieties, pristine full-step specimens, and unusual mint errors can command serious attention from collectors. The excitement surrounding these coins continues to grow thanks to auctions, online videos, and stories of hidden discoveries. Whether found in an old drawer-inherited collection or forgotten piggy bank, the Jefferson nickel remains a symbol of America's enduring coin-collecting culture. For audiences, this coin offers the perfect mix of history, mystery, value, and the thrilling possibility that a simple nickel could someday turn out to be worth far more than anyone ever imagined. Thanks for watching.